What is up, dudes? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing another archetype review today. Today is Amazonas. Like usual, I am gonna let 2 minutes pass before actually starting to allow people to join in. For people who can't make it the exact starting time. So yeah, Amazonas today. This one was suggested to me IRL by Star. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I doubt Amazonas has a particular playstyle. From what I've seen from Amazonas, I've never really seen anything like cohesive, like this is what they're trying to do. Makes it a very awkward deck usually to play. We're gonna see how good the cards are and if the cards help any to recover from that lack of style. Because having proper style it allows the deck better generic support. If your deck's a lot about spell cards, you can have a lot of cards that relate to getting their spells in your hand. If your deck's all about trap cards, you can get cards that add those to your hand and support them. If your deck, well, like for instance Orcus, it's all about banishing, you get things like Foolish Burial or well, other things that mill your own deck. But for this, if there's no playstyle, there's nothing to build on. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. We're almost starting. Just 15 more seconds. Okay. Now that all my knuckles are thoroughly cracked, I have set my starting word, and 2 minutes have passed. Let's get started. So the first card we're reviewing is Amazonas Scout, a Earth Attribute level 2 warrior effect monster, 500 attack, 1100 defense. During either player's turn, you can tribute this card. This turn, phase of Amazonas monster control cannot be targeted by monster effect and cannot be destroyed by card effects. It's a decent bit of protection, but it's for one turn. Cannot be targeted by monster effects means that you have to do this before your Amazonas is targeted by anything. So if there's a quick effect, they can still chain it and target your Amazonas. It's problematic, especially because this kind of effect you would rather have continuous, just on this kind of card. Like, yeah, as long as this card is, let's say, in attack mode, your monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects or targeted. But the way this is set up, you're gonna have a rough time playing this, because you have to already have another monster on the field for this to matter, and then you have to tribute this, lowering your field presence for 1 turn worth of protection. Good news is this is a quick effect, so if your opponent plays something like Raigeki or Dark Hole, you can protect all your monsters. If they're Amazonas, of course. But yeah, besides that, this one's a little iffy at best. Anyway, next up is Amazonas Baby Tiger, an Earth Attribute level 2 Beast effect monster with 500 attack and defense. This card's name becomes Amazonas Tiger while in the field or in the graveyard. This is relevant later. Not right now, but later. That's gonna be relevant. If an Amazonas monster is normal or special to your field while this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only do this once per turn. Hi, welcome Star to the stream. So, this effect, it gains 100 attack for each Amazonas card in your grave. This effect is already a lot better, just because it summons itself after being lost. It's weak, besides that, and you're going to be using this more as link material, or fusion material, or synchro material, if you're running that, than an actual beat stick. But, you know, at least it summons itself. You can just send this to the graveyard and be like, yeah, I summon something and bring it back. Free defense is free defense. Anyway, next up is Amazonas Spy. It's an Earth Attribute level 3 warrior effect monster with 800 attack and 1200 defense. You can reveal one other Amazon card in your hand, monster in your hand, supposing this card from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Makes sense. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Amazon's monster in your graveyard and return it to hand or shovel it into the deck. Oh, already getting almost, probably for the baby tiger. Anyway, this card. It's easy to summon, so, again, Link Fodder or Synchro or Fusion. No, not Fusion Fodder, because this one's going from hand. That's a little less. So, but still, it's free. It's good Link Fodder. It's good. It doesn't have a cost. It only has a condition, as it's only reveal another. You don't have to discard it, which I appreciate. But if it would have said discard, it would have been awful. Now it's just meh, I would say. It can retrieve an Amazoness if destroyed by battle. Unless you really want to get something back and you slam this into something, you're probably not going to pull this off. Because if your opponent knows that you want something back, they're not going to destroy it by battle. So you're going to have to want to slam this into something. It's kind of bad. And it only adds it back to, returns back to the hand or deck, which is again not ideal. Yeah. And of course its stats speak for itself, it's pretty weak. But yeah, at least it summons itself very easily. Next up we have Amazoness Princess. A Earth attribute level 3 warrior effect monster with 1200 attack and 900 defense. This card's name becomes Amazoness Queen Mole in the field or the graveyard. Again, this is going to be relevant later. If this card is normal or special summoned, always like that, it doesn't just say normal, you can add one Amazoness spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Searching. Good. I got that one. Cool. Anyway, just add on Amazoness spell or trap card from your deck to your hand just for summoning this thing. Pretty good. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's pretty common. When this card declares an attack, you can send one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon one Amazoness from your deck in defense position, except Princess. Now, at first glance, this card might seem a little weak, but the fact that it can summon other Amazoness from the deck is pretty good. It does cost you a card from your hand, but that's fine, because you're not really losing anything. Special summon something. Too bad it says defense mode. If it said attack mode, I would have said this card is very good. Now it's okay. It summons stuff out, and if you use this right, you can definitely make an impact. But of course, it depends on what your opponent has on their field, because if they have anything stronger, you're going to have to kill this thing, or specifically summon Queen, which we're going to cover a little later. But yeah, this card is, all by all, it's okay, it's not bad. But anyway, next up we have Amazoness Blowpiper, a level 3 Earth Warrior effect monster with 800 attack and 1500 defense. Select one face-up monster. You can already tell this card's old because it's a select instead of target. Meaning it's non-targeting, by the way. Because if it doesn't say target, it doesn't target. One face-up monster your opponent controls during each of your standby phases. It loses 500 attack until the end of this turn. Trash. Professionals have standards. Yes, and this would not fall into those standards. Its stats are too weak to remain on the field, yet you have to wait until your standby phase to do anything with this thing. If it lasts that long, if you can make monsters last that long, you're better off playing Fortune Ladies, honestly. Because those at least gain something more significant than a temporary 500 attack loss. You have to realize there are cards that do this better. Heck, Venoms, which another archetype, it's trash. It does better than this. But yeah, the idea here is, you have to turn on the field, you can weaken your opponent's monster. The attack loss, first of all, should have been permanent. Second of all, during each standby phase. And the attack and defense points don't hold it together either. This is trash. Simple as that. There's not much more to say. Next up we have Amazoness Trainee. An Earth level 4 warrior. Effect monster with 1500 attack and 1300 defense. We're starting to get a bit of stats here. We're in the level 4 monsters. Monsters destroyed by battle with this card are returned to the bottom of the deck instead of going to the graveyard. If this card destroys a monster by battle, it gains 200 attack. While the attack gain is minimal, the fact that it puts monsters on the bottom of the deck, as trash as that sounds, is actually very good. Unless they have something that searches those cards, which would suck for them because then they have to research those cards. It is very good that you kept it out of the graveyard. No graveyard effects go off, nothing to be revived. And then again, they'll have to research them, wasting a precious search on a card that they already had. So yeah, pretty good. Only again, the problem here is the stats, which is a very big problem in Amazoness. They're weak as shite. But yeah, besides that, this at least has an effect that at least a little bit makes up for it. Again, the attack boost, yeah, it becomes stronger, but you would have to roll over something with less than 15 and less than 17. This takes turns, by the way. This is... If your opponent in 3 turns time can't summon something stronger than 1900, they're probably doing something wrong. Anyway, next up is the full-grown Amazoness Tiger. An Earth attribute level 4 beast effect monster with 1100 attack and 1500 defense. You can only control one of this, so if you control the baby tiger, you cannot summon this, because you would control multiple Amazoness Tiger. This card gains 400 attack for each Amazoness monster you control. This card your opponent cannot attack any face-up Amazoness monsters except this one. For the time this one came out, which is like, what, 2010? Holy no wait, I'm reading this wrong, that's 2003. My bad. 2003, this card was actually very playable. It protected your Amazoness cards. I don't know. You don't know what? If there's something that you don't understand, just ask. I can pull it up and talk about it. I'm just gonna. Really? Yeah, really. Just tell me. What don't you? What is? Because if I went through something too quick, I would like to know what I went through too quick. What I went through too quick through. That was a hard sentence. So hold up, there's a viewer question coming up, I'm guessing. Anyway, while Star is typing out the question, I'm guessing, I'm just gonna continue covering Tiger real quick. The fact that it protects all others from getting attacked was pretty good. In this day and age, this thing is more likely to get blown up than anything else. The attack boost is a nice bonus to that. But again, it's not going to... Unless you have... Let's say for each Amazoness you control, so including itself. Unless you control one other, it is pretty weak. I'm still waiting on the viewer question now. I don't want to start on the next card before it's here. Because I really does suggest that she has a question. I want to answer. I want to answer that question. Oh, by the way, there were 27 cards in the archetype. Forgot to mention that. This is taking a while. How big is this question, or am I just not getting the question? No, that's also a possibility. Let me just open the video link real quick. Seeing no, No, even if I'm on on my actual normal page of this, I can't see the question yet, so I'm guessing she hasn't posted it then? I don't know. Yeah, this. I don't even know what card the question is going to be. Okay, I'm just gonna continue for a bit then. Well, if the question isn't being asked, it's hard to answer it. Yeah, if you have a question, just ask. I'll answer it the second I see it. Okay, the next card. It's because I do want to keep things going, because I'm now standing still for like a minute again. So yeah, Amazoness Swordswoman, an Earth attribute, level 4 warrior, effect monster with 1500 attack and 1600 defense. With the effect that your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving this card. This again was a good card when it came out, just because it's good on dual links as well, because it can reflect damage, which is handy. However, I do think in current metagame, you're really looking for this is like a counter to OTKs that put on big monsters, but you would have to survive a turn against that. Then play this and then slam into whatever the biggest monster is, hoping your opponent will die. Not gonna lie, that's just not one of the easiest things to do. This is not an activated effect as far as I know, so at least it's harder to negate. The card isn't bad, it's just not amazing. That's the only gripe about it. It's not amazing, and it just doesn't hold up anymore. That's a big problem. But if you're facing someone who plays the big boss monsters, here you go. This is a pretty good counter against that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this thing. Next up we have Amazoness Sage, an Earth attribute, level 4 warrior effect monster, 1400 attack and 700 defense. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked and is still on the field, target one spell trap with your opponent controls, destroy that target. Pretty bad. You need to attack with this while your opponent has like a face down or a field spell, and then the card in question has to have done nothing until after this card attacked. So unless you're talking like a very old school player with a Sakuretsu armor or Dimensional Prison who doesn't want to waste it on Sage, you really just, this is just trap bait. It's nothing else than trap bait. It's hoping that your opponent doesn't actually thinks like, oh, I shouldn't waste it on this weak card, and then realize, oh shit, that now it's getting destroyed. But banking on that, bad idea. And its stats, they're not attacking monster stats. They're 1400, 700, which, low stats are fine if it's on a combo piece. This is not a combo piece. This is straight up just, it's a dead end. You play this, you don't make any plays off of this, is the problem. You're not stopping a Mirror Force, you're not stopping a Mystic Mine, you're not stopping anything with this. Well, if your opponent has multiple monsters and one of them is weaker than Sage or in defense mode, you could get rid of a good equip spell or something on the other monster, but I'm reaching here for uses for this card. And that's already a pretty specific scenario. Next up is Amazoness Paladin. An Earth level 4 warrior, effect monster with 1700 attack and 300 defense that gains 100 attack points for each Amazoness monster you control. This is what we call a joke. This is what you call a joke. It is already outclassed by Tiger. The only way Tiger would be weaker than Paladin is if you control only Tiger or only Paladin, at which point Paladin is 300 points stronger. In both cases, I wouldn't play either of them, considering they depend on other monsters that much. This attack gain is just too minimal. Yes, it starts higher, but if you add 2 monsters, you're already tying. That's not a situation where you would say that one card is playable. So yeah, it's a decent beat stick because you probably don't have a lot of other beat sticks in this deck. So you're probably running this anyway, but you're not running this with joy. This is getting in the way of everything. Because it doesn't do anything else. Tiger at least protects other monsters from getting attacked, keeping its own stats high. This one doesn't attempt that. Next up, Amazoness Fighter. An Earth attribute, level 4 warrior, effect monster, 1500 attack, 1300 defense, and you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. Now, where you had Swordswoman, who reflected damage, causing your opponent problems, you have Fighter, just preventing problems for yourself. That's honestly a lot worse. This card is useless. Yeah, you prevent yourself damage, but you can also just play a stronger card. That's how most players get around taking damage, just playing cards that are stronger than their opponents. Or, well, Spirit Barrier, I guess. This is a Spirit Barrier on a monster, only it's only for itself. This is, again, on all sides, its stats don't back it up, its effect is gonna be irrelevant whenever you have it on field. Yeah, it can suck up an attack, but so can Karibo. Amazoness Chainmaster, an Earth attribute, level 4 warrior, effect monster with 1500 attack and 1300 defense. With the effect that when it's destroyed a battle and sent to the graveyard, pay 1500 life points. Ooh, that's high cost there. Look at your opponent's hand, then add 1 monster from their hand to your hand. One of the best cards we've seen till now. 1500 sounds like a lot, but paying life points in the end is considered very irrelevant. Unless you're playing against something like Burn, you really are fine paying this amount of life points. You get a monster from their hand. So you're stealing resources and potentially a good monster for yourself. So yeah, you're preventing them from doing shit, and you're doing shit yourself. This is good. The only downside is that it needs to be destroyed by battle for this to work. But oh well, honestly I think you can play this, which is more than I can say for some of the other cards we've covered today. Anyway, up next is the formerly known as Amazon Archer, now known as Amazoness Archer, which is an Earth attribute level 4 warrior effect monster with 1400 attack and 1000 defense, with the effect that you can tribute 2 monsters to inflict 1200 damage. Well, this card is very, very... Whoa. I'm guessing that's for the... For which one is that? For the Amazoness Archer or for the previous one? I know the delay isn't too high, so I'm guessing Archer then. Anyway, what I was gonna say, this effect is very, very good. However, not for Amazoness. Amazoness doesn't build up this kind of field presence, but it still needs field presence. This combination of things just not working severely hurts Archer's effect within her own archetype. However, it was a a brief meta card when the Cyberstein Research Lab combo was going on. Because you could, if you resolve this effect 7 times, you actually win the duel. And with Cyberstein, you could summon 14 monsters from your extra deck if you use Brain Research Lab and turn it into a psychic with another card. And yeah, at that point, you could use Amazon's Archer's effect very well, but in Amazonas you're not going to pull off anything with this card. So that is something that's going to come back in the tier list, because I tier them depending on how they are in the archetype. Like outside the archetype, it's a lot better. Anyway, next up is the only high level monster in the archetype, at least main deck monster, Amazon's Queen, an Earth Attribute level 6 warrior with 2400 attack, 1800 defense, that says that any Amazon's monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. You've achieved basic protection. Congrats. Considering there are actually several that go off when they're destroyed by battle, it's kind of worrisome that they put in battle protection. I got another OWO for this, but this is honestly one of the biggest disappointments in the archetype, because you're gonna have to tribute for this. Or you have to special summon with an effect, which is more likely, because this is not worth your tributes. That 2400 attack, that's nice. The deck needed a bit of a beat stick, but quite frankly needs a bigger one than this. Well, that cannot be destroyed by battle effect. The billionaire story is late, but still present. Okay, we're almost done covering main deck monsters. It's been a disappointment. With this being one of the ace monsters, it is really not going to be much better going down the road. Anyway, this cannot be destroyed by battle. Again, it's a cute little effect, and it may have been relevant back in... No, not in 2010. In 2010, when this card was released, I'm pretty sure this battle protection already started falling by the wayside. To cards like Mirror Force, Shakuretsu, Dimensional Prison, you name it. To be fair, the archetype does need this kind of protection due to its consistent low stats, allowing you to at least have a chance of building up field presence. But yeah. So yeah, this allows you a chance to build a field presence, which is the best thing it does. Not the thing you want to hear, by the way, about your only high level monster in your main deck. It's a chance to build up field presence. Anyway, we're going to the extra deck. Let's see if we got something here. If we can strike some gold here. We have Amazon's Pet Liger, an Earth Attribute level 7 beast monster with, of course, it's a fusion effect with 2500 attack and 2400 defense. Its materials are Amazon's Tiger, which if you have Baby Tiger, you can treat it as Tiger, meaning you can make this, and one Amazon's monster. So its materials are easy enough, as you can theoretically run 6 copies of Tiger, due to Baby Tiger. Once per battle, if this card attacks during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 500 attack during damage calculation. Once per battle, if this card is the one attacking, you can temporarily make it gain 500, which is so fucking worthless. So yeah, it can become a free K if it's the one attacking. Why doesn't it just do that on the opponent's attack? I don't know. If your Amazon's monster attacks an opponent's monster after damage calculation, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, it loses 800 attack. Monsters your opponent control cannot attack Amazon's monster control except this one. Well, you can get an attack lock with this thing. I think the same with Tiger, actually. So, yay. Let me pull up the normal Tiger real quick. Just to check. Just to verify what I'm saying here. You can only control one of them. Your opponent cannot target any Amazon except this one. Yeah, so this one can create an attack lock. Either with with Tiger or with another copy of itself. It can create that attack lock. Applause. Still something that nobody is doing anymore. Its effects are So first of all, your Amazon's monster has to attack. Then you can gain 500 if this is the one attacking. Then you can make one opponent monster after that attack lose 800 attack, which is you're gonna be either you're gonna be running queen or you are spending resources to get rid of your opponent's big monster. But at least it offers the archetype a way to deal with big monsters. Yeah, this is not the greatest, because you have to fusion summon for this. This is the kind of effect that you would want to see on a card like Queen, which at least don't spend 3 cards on 1. That's a very late reaction to Jan Koopman joining. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the other fusion, which can't be more disappointing, surprisingly enough. It is Amazoness Empress, an Earth Edge with level 8 warrior fusion effect monster with 2800 attack and 2400 defense. It requires Amazoness Queen, so you can use Princess as well if she's on the field or in the graveyard. And 1 Amazoness monster. At least they kept this consistent on the fusion, that it just says Amazoness monster and not like Amazoness Queen and Amazoness Princess or something like that, because that would have been stupid. Other Amazoness monster cards you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Why does it have to say other? At least give it the battle protection. My god. Unless you control 2 of these, you're gonna have a bad time, because it's going to get blown up first. That's what this effect does. It just makes it target number 1 instead of target number 2. That's a big O for this fusion monster, which till now is slightly disappointing on its first effect. It at least protects everything else, but you just spent a polymerization and 2 Amazoness monsters on this thing, so it better do a lot. If your Amazoness monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent, so your opponent can't hide in defense mode. If this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, well, in its owner's control, you can special summon 1 Amazoness Queen for your hand deck or graveyard. It's beginning to sound like I might even have a chance when we battle once you made a deck of this, and that's saying a lot. Yeah, you might. This is the boss monster, and it forgets to protect itself. If it's destroyed, at least it summons Queen. But you'd want a little bit more out of your boss monster, honestly. This sounds like a 2005 boss monster, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is from 2017. This card came out in like the middle of Omni Negates being a thing. Omni Negate boards were being a thing when this thing came out, I'm pretty sure. And there it's just like, yeah, but you can't destroy the others. Yeah, that's fine. At least it floats, and even if it's banished, because it says or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, which is nice. That part I enjoy. And the piercing, piercing has been irrelevant for years, because nobody plays defense mode except flip decks, and you would be a little bit more scared to attack. Not for the high defense, but for the effects in a flip deck. Oh boy. Yeah, again, boss monster. Not even 3k attack, not even a super broken effect. At least it's easy to summon. That's what it has going for it. Now we're up to the spell cards. The normal spell, Amazoness Spellcaster. Target 1 Amazoness monster you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Switch the original attack of those targets until the end of this turn. This is one of the cards that tries to make up for the fact that Amazonesses are too weak in attack point wise. It does a decent job at it. The only problem is it's still the end of the turn. allowing you to give your weakness to your opponent and steal their strength is always nice. But quite frankly, you'd want it to last longer. Amazoness Call. Take one Amazoness card from your deck, accept Amazoness Call, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Woo! A search! It's a good searcher. I'm gonna give it that. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one Amazoness you control. This turn, that monster can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Its graveyard effect is kinda mild, but the fact that it's a quick play searcher, beautiful. Beautiful. This is probably one of the best cards we encountered thus far, and it's a basic searcher with a minor graveyard effect. Amazoness Heirloom. Equip only. It's an equip spell that can only be equipped to an Amazoness monster. Once per turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. After damage calculation, if the monster attacked a monster, destroy the attacked monster. So you equip this to something like Princess, you attack with it, take the damage for yourself, then destroy your opponent's monster. This is surprisingly enough one of the best plays that we've seen in the archetype thus far. That is not the thing I wanted to say, but it is the truth. Next up, Amazoness Fighting Spirit. If an Amazoness monster attacks a monster with higher attack, the attacking monster gains 1000 attack during damage calculation only. So it's Skyscraper for Amazoness. It's surprisingly enough pretty playable in the archetype, considering your attack is going to be lower than your opponent's a lot. Next up is the Amazoness Field spell, which is Amazoness Village. All Amazoness monsters you control gain 200 attack. It could have been 500 for an archetype this week, and it still wouldn't have made much of a difference. Once per turn, when an Amazoness monster is destroyed, battle, or card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Amazoness with a lower or equal level than the monster was just destroyed. It's surprising like how Amazoness kind of goes two ways. It's big monsters are like protection, don't destroy, and then these cards are like go ahead, destroy. What? Who was this? It's like they put two design teams on Amazoness and were like both do a thing with destruction, and one was like okay, we're gonna prevent it, and the other one's like no, we're gonna need it. Yeah. This is again, it's a good card. It's just, this is kind of the weird style that's in Amazoness, which I said at the start, there's pretty lack of style, and, well, the cards have kind of proven that, with this weird, like, two-way strategy. You could call it covering all your grounds, I call it just, not covering either ground enough in the end. Anyway, that was it for the spell cards. We're now up to the traps. Amazoness Archers. When an opponent monster declares an attack while you control an Amazoness monster, change all monster opponents currently controlled to face up attack position. No flip effect. They lose 500 attack. Also, they must attack if able. The fact that it makes them attack, forces attacks during the battle phase is pretty good. The 500 attack loss is a joke. You're not going to be swapping a lot of monsters again unless you're facing flips, which this card is surprisingly good against, but then flips need to attack you instead of the other way around. Is this card good? It's okay. It's not going to make a big impact on your duel, but you could play one for funsies. Next up is Amazoness Onslaught. Once per turn during the battle phase, special summon one Amazoness monster from your hand. If you do, it gains 500 attack until the end phase, even if this card leaves the field. After damage calculation, if your Amazoness monster battles an opponent's monster while this card's already face up in a spell trap card zone, you can banish that opponent's monster. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Amazoness monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Now this is a good card. It helps with field presence. It gives attack low but somewhat attack boost. It banishes monsters and has a good floating effect. So probably one of the better cards, and it says during the battle phase, so even if your opponent's attacking directly, you can be like, Queen, you can't destroy this anyway, so fuck off. And this is not none of these are hard onces. Like, this is the normal once per turn, so if you control 3 of these, you can summon 3 Amazons from your hand. And its other effect, you only need 1 of, because it's not once per turn. So yeah, this is a very good card. Amazonish Shamanism. Destroy all face-up Amazon's monster you control. They can special summon any number of level 4 or lower Amazon's monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position up to the number of monsters destroyed by this effect. This is a card that came out in 2010. This is a card, I repeat, that came out in 2010. Amazoness doesn't have anything that it particularly wants to revive, except maybe Tiger or Queen. You can't revive Queen with this, so you're reviving Tiger? You want to revive Tiger in attack mode? Don't care, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't gain defense. Again, I have to check it before I say it. Now he only gains attack, so yeah. Well, good news is you can summon Liger and Tiger. And well, no, you can't summon Ligers. Liger's too high level. So no, there is no real good use for this. I guess you can get that up for like Sea Summon. Amazon is willpower. Select 1 Amazon's monster in your graveyard and special summon in attack position. It cannot change attack position, must attack the table. This card is trash. The only good part about this is that it's searchable. But besides that, it loses to Call of the Haunted, a generic continuous trap card that does the same thing, minus the Amazon's restriction, and minus the battle position restriction, and minus the attack available restriction. You don't want to say that about your revival cards. You're better off running Monster Reborn or Call of the Haunted, like I just said. This card's another joke. Next up is Queen's Pawn. Activate only when an Amazon's monster you control destroys an opponent's monster of battle and sends it to the graveyard. Special level 4 or lower Amazons from your deck. Playable. It's too slow for any modern strategy, but it works. Somewhat. Dramatic Rescue. Hold on, I'm just going to show something real quick about the artwork, which requires me to actually use my second screen. Yu-Gi-Oh! This is very relevant to the review. Okay, so this is what the picture we have right now. This is the picture Japan gets. Hold on, can I get that a little bigger? I was hoping I could get that a little bit bigger. Oh crap! I went to eBay. Look at that. That's instead of a fucking boring pole, we get a woman boringly tied to a pole next to a burning village. Here we get a woman's hands about to be chopped off. That's not a burning village though. So at least the children are safe. But somehow the censors found this better. Like, yeah, we can show a village being burned to the. This kind of looks at least like. I think it's actually the same background. Only in this one, it gives more the illusion of being a village on fire. And here you just see like negative energy kind of emitting. The guards near it really help sell that this is a burning village. I don't think that's intentional. Oops. Anyway, time to actually review this card. Activate only when a card is activated that targets an Amazon's monster. Return the target monster on your hand and special one other monster from the hand. good card, honestly. It is a little short of targeting protection or negate, but it at least gets away the target and summons something in its place. So yay. Now we're up to the tier list. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Because usually I'm a lot like in a mid group, quite a decent amount in S and A, and then the 1 or 2 cards in F, but I'm going to already have to start with F. Amazoness Archer. This is, for context, this is only within the context of the archetype. Amazoness Archer, like outside of the archetype, is S, because it's much better than any of the other cards, due to the fact that it's a cannon soldier with a little bit more damage, but a little bit more cost. But, well, for Amazoness, which has trouble with field presence, it is a burden. You're never pulling off this effect, you're never wanting to pull off this effect. So yeah, Amazoness Archer scores a D rank for being a tad boring. Mostly, it's, well, not boring, just escapable. Your opponent's monster only lose 500 attack, so you already need to have like an advantage over him. Baby Tiger, honestly A tier just because it can summon itself. It can be treated as Tiger for the fusion summons. By the way, I'm gonna have to deduct points. This is just gonna, I'm gonna talk about it when I reach the fusions. Blowpiper F tier. This one is actually relevant to everything. Unlike this one, where I said like it's just in the archetype bad, this is just bad in general. Why would you play this? S tier for the Searcher. The Searcher pulling it together. Nice. Amazoness Chainmaster A tier for just actually doing something that's worthwhile. Dramatic Rescue, I used the OCG art. It's a B tier if I'm being quite honest. It saves a card, yes. Woo. You're gonna have to do more. The fact that it doesn't protect your card, but instead swaps it out, unless you have a good card on hand, it's such a burden to have. If you have no cards on hand, it's literally just there as a threat. But okay, so we're at the first fusion. It would be A tier if there was an Amazoness fusion spell. C tier because you have to run polymerization for this. And for any archetype that wants to achieve fusion, to run no fusion spells of its own takes a fucking shot to the knee. Shooting its own kneecaps just for the fun of it. Because, well, just having a polymerization effect on Amazoness fusion would already make this card A tier. Just because you could search it with Princess, search it with Call. Instead, you're stuck waiting for polymerization. Or another generic fusion card. What are you doing? Amazoness Fighter doesn't do shit. The end of it. C tier for Amazoness Fighting Spirit. Doesn't do shit. Well, it does do shit. It gives you that advantage with your weak ass monsters, but only when they're attacking. Heirloom, A tier for actually helping the archetype. Congrats. Amazoness Scouts, D tier. This needed to be a continuous effect, not a tribute effect. D tier Paladin. Power crept by a card from the same era is not something you want to hear from on any card. Honestly, with Empress in C tier, I'm gonna have to place Liger in D. Because Empress is objectively better than Liger, and Liger's honestly barely worth the materials to make it. Which is saying a lot considering you're using Amazoness as materials. You want to keep that poly for Empress, you don't want to use it on Liger, unless you really want to make that attack lock I was talking about. Amazoness Princess, A tier for actually doing shit. Queen, B tier for actually being a beat stick. And being easier to summon than Empress. Queen's Pawn, which is it's a tad slow, so it gets C tier. Needed to be a quick play spell card. Or, preferably, a continuous spell. With a hard once per turn effect on it. But it isn't, so that's where it is. Sage, F tier. Pulling that effect off requires you to go through hoops. I do not want to go through hoops for a spell and trap destroy effect. Hold up, I seem to have made a mistake somewhere, because this is scouts. Oh, that's onslaught. Oops. So, let me just place it back here for a second. A D tier for the scouts, which I already explained. Onslaught, S tier. Again, it's a card that does something. Next up, we have, this is Shamanism. This is the trap card that destroys all your monsters and then sets you up for an Xyz summon, probably. D tier? Amazoness doesn't have an Xyz play. It has fusion plays, which require one yellow for lowers. I guess you could bring back... The best use of this is bringing back Princess, so you can make Empress. Which is, again, not something you would want to say. Amazoness spellcasting, C tier for actually addressing the greatest weakness in the deck. C tier, at least it summons itself, and recovers one. B tier, reflecting damage. One of the better things this archetype's doing. Gaining attack. Tiger for B, because it gains attack. Trainee, also going to B tier, just for putting ones in. No, you know, it's C tier. It's not on the same level as these cards. A good effect. Attack gain, good. Should have started at 1900, not at 15. You're gonna have trouble rolling over anything with this thing. Village, also C tier. Yeah. It summons other things at least. But, well, it's going to be destroyed most of the time before you can pull it off. And then we have Amazoness Willpower. That's a joke of a card, I already said it. It is outclassed by generic ones. And it's fine if it equivalates to generic ones, but it doesn't. A generic... I can get a generic revival card that does the same thing, but better. Why would I run this? So yeah, this is the list, and this is probably the highest percentage of cards reaching F tier for one archetype. The B and A are bigger than I expected, and S only contains a spell and a trap cards that increase the playability. They increase consistency, I mean. Consistency, that was the word I was looking for. Which is, you know, something you would want from your monsters as well, but none of the monsters increase consistency. No, except for Princess. Okay, Princess also does, but Princess does it a little slower. Yeah, anyways, this is the tier list. 2 S tiers, 4 A and B, 7 C tiers, 6 D tiers, and 4 F tiers. That is rough. Rough as fuck. Anyway, we're going to go into Project Ignis now, and I'm gonna go make a test build. Have I ever tried before to make Amazoness a thing? No. So we're going to clear this code board, and we're gonna get to work on Amazoness. 28 cards total, well, which one of which is a duplicate, because they have both the versions of Dramatic Rescue. Look at the one in the on the poll version, is also dressed a bit more appropriately for public eye and all that. Like, it has an undershirt, which the entire archetype does not. Anyway, well, considering these are the only extra deck monsters I have, going 3 copies for that. Queen, it needs 3 copies just because it's the only thing that is really strong in this deck. Swordswoman, Chainmaster, Fighter, Trainee. I'm trying to avoid the F tiers. I believe I put this in D tier for not doing anything, or did I? What tier did I put this in? Could have been D or F. Honestly, should have been F probably, because it basically a vanilla with 1500. Oh well. Oh well. So we're avoiding, no, at least Blowpiper, Sage, and Archer, and I forgot which one I put this in as fourth of the F tiers. Let's see. Let's continue. No Archer, no Sage, 3 copies of Tiger, 3 copies of Princess, 2 copies of this, and 2 copies of this. I'm gonna have to slim down a little. 1 less this, 1 less this. No Fighter after all, because fuck that noise. Let's take out Spy. I'd prefer Spy over Scouts. But we only need 1 Spy. Okay, spells and trap cards. 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. Now, why is that? Because these are the only ones that bring a little bit of power and consistency to the deck. Shamanism. I'm gonna run 2 of this for spicy plays. Not gonna run archers, not gonna run... Oh yeah, willpower, that was the other one. 3 onslaughts, because I said I needed them. I'm gonna skip out on dramatic rescue as well, and Queen's Pawn. I believe I put that pretty high tier, but... let's see, I'm gonna have to slim down again already. Honestly, that it's good, but it needs too much setup. 1 Queen's Pawn, and then we're gonna need polymerization, bitches. This is a fucking joke. A deck in 2020 still needing polymerization is automatically classified as a grade A joke. Hold on, isn't there Keeper of Dragon Magic or something? Yeah, Keeper of Dragon Magic. I want 2 copies of that. Because it can revive Queen. Let's take 1 less a trainee, and okay. You know what? No, I'm gonna... Well, that card is definitively better. I also need things that substitute for Queen or Tiger, so King of the Swamp is actually the better pick. Okay then. That does it for the main deck. I'm gonna make a side deck for this, because no. Let's go for Xyz monsters of rank 4. We're going to get some generic rank 4s in here. Which is why I wanted Shamanism. Let's Utopia Prime. Connect to number 39. Utopia controls Xyz. Become the life this monster. If your life points are at least 3,000 higher, you can detach 3 materials from this card and pay lives so that you have 10 left. Destroy as many special monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, banish them and inflict 300 damage to your opponent. Wow. This card, it is a meme. Hold on, let's see if we can, how much of a Utopia engine we can run. Once we special summon rank 9 or lower number monsters have different ranks from each card from your extra deck up to the number of... This card is surprisingly good for numbers, but we're not playing numbers. We're playing Utopia. We're getting some Utopia in here. We're not playing Utopia. That's something for another day. This is what I was more thinking of. Number Shining 39, Utopia the Lightning, just to give the deck some beating power. Okay, that's it for the Utopias. Let's see, and you can always use a Silent Honor Arc, or just something that's a bit more beat sticky. Honestly, something more beat sticky would be nice. Rank 4. That has something to do with attack. Dark Rebellion, yeah, Dark Rebellion will do. Yeah. Amazonas. So, okay, I'm going to do a quick test round against a random opponent, and after that, if Firespark is up, we could play on it. We could play again. No, wait, hold on. One of them had casual in the fucking thing, and I am casual as fuck. I don't have hand traps. I don't have a good deck. I don't even have a good premise. Already hosting. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna get him into. Okay, pop online on Discord so we can be in a call. Okay, let's see. Let's start with setting Amazon as Chain Master. You'll never see that coming. Trade in. Oh, he is. What the fuck is that? Hextrude. Oh, it's Golden Castle. Yay. Okay, so how Golden Castle works? Now he actually has the banish card's face now. Like, did they ever print this card? I guess they did, because it says OCG TCG. Ignores this card without tribute. Once during the golden instant, you can target one card on the field except if one destroys, and if you do this, you can make up to 2 attacks on monster in each battle. So there's a monster with value, you can target blah blah against attack. Okay. Bring it on! Eater of Millions! Oh god! He just banished 5 cards from his extra deck to summon this thing. Consumer of Monsters. Number 97, Dragalubion. Okay, now I can only attack with number 100, Numeron Dragon. Whoa, Eater of Millions! First activate Polymerization. Okay, so I expected a casual as fuck duel from this, but he is actually playing decently well. Go, Amazon's Empress! Activate the effect of Amazon's Princess. Let's see, which one would help? I guess if any, it's going to be Amazon's Onslaught. I'm gonna banish from my extra deck one Liger. Both Utopia Rays, because Utopia Rays sucks. It's in there to do. Yusui, Linga, a Discord, a Uzi. Okay. You suck a light at Discords? Audi. Interesting sentence. So, now we both have Eater of Millions. Oh no, Super Poly. No, I didn't think about that one. Is he going to make Starving Venom? Thank goodness most of my monsters are Earth Attribute. No! At least I get Queen. No! That negates my activated effects on it. Which means I now have no way of dealing with it. Of dealing with this thing then, I mean. Right, he does that. That slipped my mind. That's a Golden Castle. What? It does it on every attack. I thoroughly fucked up. I am destroying my towel in the ring at this point. Yes. Please do. Getting rid of Fighting Spirit. Wait, can I only summon level 4 or lowers? No, I'm not a monster. Where the fuck is another queen? Spy. There's Queen, okay. Close, but no, I am online at Discord as well. Okay. Well, the good news is the duel against you can't go much worse than this. During the standby phase, Golden Castle Strongberg forcefully banishes 10 cards face down from the top of the deck. It's a you must effect as well. Unless they can't, Golden Castle will banish 10 cards. Go Onslaught! Making it a level 1 monster doesn't do much for me because, you know, I never relied on its level. This card gains attack equal to their combined ranks of all Xyz monsters. Which is irrelevant now, because there's no more Xyz monsters. But now this thing is almost unstoppable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did. Well. Somehow, Amazonas did not pull through against Golden Castle of Strongberg. Gotta take him at a stronger deck. Anyway, let me just go and ring up a friend. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
Hold up, I'm just gonna close your bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
So, welcome, Firespark the 7th, to the stream. Sorry, I just said your real name.
I've got to get this my whole life, aren't I?
Probably.
Oh. Don't matter, I'm hosting, so you get your ass. in
Oh
the...
god,
There
son.
you go. What?
Your mic sounds really bad today.
Yeah, I'm using my laptop again instead of my phone this time.
Oh, okay. That explains
So
it.
that's why. Yeah. If you want, I can switch to my phone for Discord, but we have to stop this call for a minute.
Yeah, that's fine, because honestly, at this rate, I'm gonna get a headache.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to go out of the call. He's going to join back in as soon as he's ready. This is going to be an interesting match, because usually I crush him, but currently he has a fighting chance, just because I don't. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Is this better?
Oh yeah, I can hear you without getting a migraine.
Well, that's a good start.
Yep, I am turning you up a little. Up. Now let's see who will win this epic duel.
Now we have equal chance.
I'm playing a freaking trash archetype. I'm gonna be honest. I also supposed to give a rating for the archetype. Currently it's 2 out of 10,
Okay.
which is the lowest rated yet.
Yeah, but you know, this is the crappiest archetype ever versus the crappiest player ever, so we're equally matched now.
Oh shit, who would win? A good player with a crappy deck or a crappy player with a good deck? Because I'm assuming this is my suggested hero build for you?
Yes.
Okay. Amazoness Call. I get to add an Amazoness card to for my deck to my hand. I'm sure you did not expect that.
It's a very unexpected move indeed. How could I have possibly seen that coming?
Go Amazoness Princess, which adds another Amazoness card from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
But this time it has to be a spell or trap card. I pick Amazoness Village. Oh my god, if this isn't obvious, I am not taking this duel very seriously.
You think?
Like, I'm still playing, like, as best as I can, but the problem is, the best I can do is pretty weak. Sitting on a 1400 monster. Come on, Firestrike, I'm sure you got nothing that beats this. Please don't tell me you're actually speaking the truth.
I'm going to normal summon Elemental Hero Stratos, affect Stratos. I get to add 1 hero monster to the deck to my hand.
Very well. Add your pathetic heroes.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no, it's the thing we use to measure all prices.
Yeah. It's Cyborg Spider-Man number 2!
Oh no!
I mean, come on, it looks exact. It's spot on Cyborg Spider-Man number 2.
God dang it. Mask Change 2, an interesting play. Masked Hero, Divine Wind.
Or Blast.
Oh yeah, Blast is also an option. I forgot, you have options now. Sorry, I'm just so used to you having, like, no options.
Okay, so cannot be destroyed in battle and your own opponent only attack once. That would not be useful. Oh yeah, and if I destroy a monster by battle, I can draw a card. Or, if this card is summoned, I can target 1 monster my opponent controls.
Oh no, that's the card that weakens my monster. No! Come on, I have a grand total 1400 attack. Please don't do this.
1 spell turn. Okay, I can. Either one is decent. I'm going for Blast.
Oh shit, he's putting me on blast.
Go. Yeast.
Target 1 phase mode, its attack becomes half its current attack. Once return, blah blah, return it to the hand. Okay. No, my attack points! Oh, God, you!
But why didn't my Shadow Mist activate? I checked, and it doesn't say from field to the graveyard. It just
If
says
this
to
card
the
is sent to the graveyard, you can add one to your hand.
Yeah.
That is indeed odd. It should have gone off because it's an if effect, so it doesn't. The timing doesn't matter, and it's just says to the graveyard, and it has been sent to the graveyard.
Oh,
You're actually right for a change. This should have gone off.
Yeah, but I'm probably just an idiot because I negated 2 effects in the grave, not knowing what was happening. So I'm probably just.
That is probably what you negated.
Yeah. What do I chain? Oh. Yeah, no, not. La la la.
Oh my god, he's la-la-lying. It's one annoying Grebo.
After damage conclusion, you can banish that opponent's monster. Fuck y'all!
I get that a lot.
And now that you've activated, I'm too late with my. However, I can still get rid of this core.
What? You realize that this effect only activates after damage calculation. If you had bounced it, your monster would actually have been safe.
Am I actually that?
Yeah, you're actually that dense. I'm surprised as well. Honestly, I expected you to have that one. I honestly did.
But I literally figured because you've already activated it, it won't matter. Because I always make the mistake. I've always made the mistake to destroy a trap card once it's already activated, which doesn't do shit. So now I figured like, okay, so now I'm going to waste it on that.
No, it had to be already face up for its effect to work, so that's why I activated it at that time. But its actual effect only activates after the battle.
You fucking nigger.
Also, continuous traps, spells, and field spells also can just be removed from the field to negate their effects, unless it's an effect upon activation.
Stop with your whatever you're doing.
Analysis?
Stop it.
Skyscraper 2 Hero City! Thank goodness I didn't destroy anything by battle. I mean, I wouldn't expect that too much out of me right now.
No, just for good measure, to have it on the field.
I'm
So
adding an Amazoness Queen to my hand.
So my heroes have a city to save slash destroy.
So your heroes have a city to die in. To Amazoness, come on, man.
Yeah, actually, am I actually losing to this bad of a deck?
To a deck, I was like, nah, it's not actually working out.
Oh, come on! Okay, we're definitely doing a rematch.
I'm sending Queen spawns to the graveyard so I can summon another Amazoness Queen.
We are absolutely doing a rematch.
I don't even know why my queen doesn't have any attack points. What? Where did? Oh right, I summoned it with onslaught. Oh, don't worry, you're still alive. You're still good. You're still good.
Ah, okay. I got.
I am protected against basically everything. No, not basically everything. I'm against attacking, but attacking is pointless. What will you do?
Let's see what I can do with. Won't do shit. I can. Okay, but that won't help enough. Won't help at all. And this won't help whatsoever.
Firespark, are you stuck? Come on, you just have to deal with two queens, a princess, and their pet tiger. It's not that hard. Oh crap, he's mask charging.
This one. There you go. Now I got even more up. Oh. Metal. Yeah. And you can only do one more each metal. And you can destroy them with metal like a car. All of those good. If I am not an idiot this
Well, if you're not an idiot? Nah, that doesn't sound like you.
yeah, that's a very big if.
Welcome to mocking Firespark for 5 minutes straight.
The Firespark joins in on it as well.
At least you're a good sport about it.
Octophone.
Okay, I am slightly confused as to why you didn't just pop my back row.
Because it didn't good.
You can. Destroy spell and trap on the field up to number of hero monsters you... Oh, except this card. Never mind. I thought
Yeah.
Cyrus counted itself. My bad.
Nope, it did not.
Okay, that's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I caused confusion. Sorry I sowed disarray.
Never be forgiven.
Okay. Anyway, what is your Divine Wind even gonna accomplish against my attack guardian?
Oh, but I can only attack that one.
Yep, that's Tiger's effect. It's the only one you're allowed to attack. You didn't expect me to be wide open, did you?
Sorry.
I have this basic attack protection. I am using it.
Your mom. I thought that I figured something out, but it turns out I didn't. Again.
Polymerization!
Oh, come on.
I'm fusing Amazon's princess with Amazon's queen. For Amazon's empress. So, 3,000 attack points. I'm slamming into that and then using Onslaught to banish it.
Oh, come on!
Now you're getting fed to my tiger.
Okay, we're definitely doing a rematch.
Rematch time! I'll take you on any day.
Most.
Don't have too good of a starting hand this time. Like, how are you losing? It's a bad deck. I reviewed what every one of my cards do.
It's simply because I was just being very stupid, like always.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds very normal.
Yeah. So you did it.
I burp.
Oh wait. Let's just set this one for safe.
Elemental Hero Heat! Sorry, I have to declare it as if I'm fucking Jaden every time I see that card. I don't know why. I have it specifically with Heat, but I always feel like declaring out his name like that.
Oh, no,
Is that a free Grand Ball? Thank you!
Why did you steal my grandma?
It was free! Duh!
That wasn't very nice of you.
I am not nice. Correct.
That wasn't very cash money of you.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be more cash money in the future.
Oh, come on!
And I get to revive Baby Tiger right away!
Queen.
You bitch! Well, Baby Tiger's still here. And so is Queen! And I activate polymerization! Go, Empress! So, Firespark, what have we achieved?
Literally nothing.
Correct! Now let's attack that monster of yours. I am not gonna summon that Grand Mole, because I know how it works. I know it's going to bite me in the ass if I summon it.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Can I activate it? No, I... Your mom.
What about her?
This does not count. This is not me being stupid. This is me just bricking.
Okay. Can I ask you a simple question?
Yes.
Does your extra deck contain Elemental Hero Gaia?
Guido. Big Tornado. Shiny. No, it does not.
Okay. Because I was wondering why you didn't set that Super Poly earlier. You know, but if you can't fuse with Earth attributes, you indeed have a problem. Oh no. Tell me it ain't so! Oh, okay, it ain't so.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I do not want to destroy my own cards. I want that to understand.
So he has MST,
No, I do not want to destroy my own cards.
Destroy Hero City! You won't, pussy!
No! Do not destroy my own cards.
What? But it's all the rage these days! Blowing up your own field for no apparent reason.
Yeah, and then destroy it immediately. Because that's logical.
That's what I said. Destroying your own card for no apparent reason, and then destroying it!
You know, I thought you said throwing it on the field for no apparent reason.
No, blowing them up.
No. Well, I don't care.
Amazon is fighting spirit! Show some spirit, Firespark!
This is a continual. Is that now I can.
What? You're not using it to blow up Skyscraper too?
No,
Oops!
I'm not.
Oh no! It's other Amazon's cards you control cannot destroy the battle or card effect. Oopsie! I actually misread that in the review. It's cards that's a little better, at least protects the back row. Anyway, battle time!
What?
Empress protects everything. Everything, if it's called Amazonas at least.
How am I losing from such a bad archetype? Okay, I want another rematch.
Okay, I'm gonna make that the last one of this stream. Then I've proven that it takes only a good duelist to win, and a bad duelist to lose. Fighting spirit!
Any deck.
God damn. Do I need to go review Volcanics just to see if I can win with that? Or Iron Chains, which don't even have enough cards?
No, Kuribo.
I have gotten my ass kicked by Karibos. Don't joke about that.
Dude, la 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 la.
Yeah, that's one annoying deck, I'm gonna tell you that much. I am not even kidding. I wish I was, but I actually have gotten my ass kicked by Karibos. Sometimes I really wish I was kidding about that one. Got a strange rivalry going on with that guy with my Ojama deck.
Yeah! But... Ja, ik hoor het. Ik ben aan het jukjoen.
He does not have an
Stop
easy
the
mute button.
stream.
Just for the ones wondering, no, he does not have a good mute button, I don't think.
Hold up a sec.
Okay. So we're waiting a sec.
Wait.
So, let's see, there's still somebody watching. How are you enjoying the archetype review? So I'm assuming this, well, this one is kind of unique, because I usually have an archetype there's a bit more to say about. Any like, questions that came out of the review? Just, because I like to clear things up if things weren't clear. Like, why is this card bad exactly? I don't really get it. Like, that kind of question is also fun. You can fucking tell me I'm wrong, and I'm gonna defend my opinion properly. But, you know, you do gotta say something. If you want me to go more in depth on why something doesn't work. Or something specifically does work. Nice. Thanks. So start anything that was unclear during the review, or anything that is questions about how the duel is going and like what I do. Why I seem to prefer certain cards over others. Anything, honestly. Oh crap, I think he might be back. However, I'm not hearing him yet. Feuerspark, where you at? Oh no. Oh no, I think this one could actually mean trouble. Yeah, that one is trouble.
Ha!
Oh, he's back. There you are.
Bitch!
That was just uncalled for? Okay. I do my best to put a good field together, and you just go treat it like trash. Let me see, what do you have?
Oh, come on, don't. Why?
Ooh, that one would be trouble if you still had it. Thank you.
Your mom!
What about her? She doesn't play this game. I'm still losing, by the way.
Yeah, but her name is...
What did you say about my mother?
That her name is...
Your mother? His name is
What
Elemental
about
Hero Honest Neos.
I mean, I wish.
Yes. Gonna leave. Sorry, Discord needs me. That's fine. This is the last duel anyway, and I think I'm about to lose. No, I really am about to lose. I only have Honest Neos is the only monster in my hand. And I don't have heroes.
Man.
Even my backup plan, which relied on my face downs, doesn't work.
Add a hero from my deck to my hand. Which one shall I
Bye-bye.
use? This one I got.
So by the way, Firespark, do you have any archetypes you want reviewed? Because I'm running out of suggestions.
I was thinking maybe Legendary 6 Samurai.
Just 6 Samurai then.
Yeah,
You know, not all of them are legendary.
Aren't they?
No, you have normal 6 Samurais, like Yaichi and Grandmaster.
No, I didn't know. I thought it was Legendary 6 Samurai. But hey!
No, it's just called 6 Samurai, and one wave of support was legendary 6 Samurais. But yeah, I could do 6 Samurai sometime soon.
Yeah, but that seems like fun.
Yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put it in the queue. There's still like I have like 3 suggestions from Star alone, so I'm trying to let other people's suggestions also go through for Jayuin.
Okay, but you did my suggestion last time.
Yeah, and this time was Star's suggestion. And quite frankly, not many other people are suggesting anything. Except for Emran, who suggested Toy again. Which I further talked about, why Toy doesn't work.
But I suggested Toy last time.
You also suggested Toy, but then during the stream, everyone was like, maybe you should do Toy.
What does some soldier do in the graveyard? Fuck, I forgot. No, I don't need it anyway. There, now I can see what some soldier does in the graveyard.
You can target one hero monster in your graveyard, except Salt Swords or special summoned in defense mode. It's a free revive!
Oh, well, I didn't need it.
Okay. I'm going to die.
Yes, you are. Now,
What have I done to deserve this?
Who do you... What do you think? You beat me with a freaking joke deck! You deserve this!
I also stole your mother, Elemental Hero Honest Neos.
Yes, you did. So... But I shall grant you one last request. Who do you want to be killed by?
Divine Wind. Just so I can say you kamikaze me.
Okay. I accept that with.
Ah, damn it, Firespark is kamikazing me. Come on, man. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed. Be sure to leave a suggestion and a like. Remember, any suggestion is welcome. Only I might reject if it's something stupid like toys.
Hey, maybe you should do toys next time.
Fucking hell. They're not even an archetype. There's no synergy between the toy cards, except for Toy Soldier and Emperor. And neither of them is playable. Okay, anyway, hope everybody enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and again, leave a suggestion. Any archetype. Actual archetypes. No toys! Anyway, yeah. See you all next time. Bye-bye.